Cool. So, Ergo is a partner of BPSAA, Blockchain, Privacy, Security, and Adoption Alliance. And can you tell us about this community? Why is Ergo Blockchain a part of BPSAA?
We in Ergo community do value privacy, right? And we thought a lot about scalability, co-developers of Ergo. It was pretty natural choice to join the alliance, and it has some closely minded folks from Pirate Chain, right, which is totally anonymous cryptocurrency. Komodo, which are also pretty close-minded.
Turtle Network.
Total Network, and Komodo was established by GL777, who was active in NXT community back in 2014. In Pirate Chain community, we found some folks we worked with back in 2015-16. A lot of friends there, and a lot of common ground to build on.
It's like some services such as cryptocurrency checkout, Apollo hardware wallet, and also they are trying to form themselves as a non-profit organization. But this all will help all the blockchains, all the member blockchains as a community to gain mainstream adoption.
Right. Also, we're exchanging, for example, contacts for exchanges listing, and we're establishing connections with wallets. What you've told, so cryptocurrency checkout and Apollo wallets now publicly known. So there are some deals which are not publicly known yet, right? So we are still finalizing details. So there will be more partnerships coming out of the BPSA partnership. Members. Also we are pushing for some things there. So the Ergo manifesto was very warmly accepted in the BPSA community, and we're also pushing for some new stuff like know your assumption initiative, which will be published soon. We are pushing for certain things, and we are getting also a lot of valuable things from the BPSA members, because, as I said, a lot of common ground for us.
Okay. So you're an input-output Hong Kong researcher, and Ergo is a partner of Emurgo. In this sense, what is Ergo's and your relation with Cardano?
Actually, soon there will be more joint initiatives to be announced. So in regards with Cardano, there is a lot of common ground also, like peer-reviewed research, right, in the core, and eUTXO model, right, and contracts in the eUTXO model. So, for example, HUSD implementation was translated into Bluetooth, right, after being implemented in Ergo script. So currently also Ergo DEX contracts are also translated into Bluetooth, right? So a lot of solutions can be translated from Ergo to Cardano and vice versa. And yeah, also a lot of common grounds like willing for maximum decentralization and so on. Right, also love to research, as I said before. And yeah, in regards with cross-chain solutions also, well, there is some work which can be done jointly, I guess.
Okay, so you're saying that mostly it's already interoperable, Cardano and Ergo.
So a lot of common ground in regards with interoperability. Yeah, so I guess it would be much simpler than with many other blockchains. But yeah, a lot of work to get done before saying more concrete things.
Yeah, Cardano didn't launch the smart contracts yet, so we can't see much. We can't see any implementation at the point, apart from the Bluetooth port only, as I think. But it will be the more work to be done after the new developers play with the contracts. So to see what is the real interoperability case between Ergo and Ergo and Cardano.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for Ergo also, well, time now is not about off-chain and sidechain solutions, right? So still we need to get some basic applications to be running like Ergo DEX, right, before jumping on scalability solutions with off-chain and sidechain.
So what's with the extended UTXO model?
So what was the question about?
So how about the similarity between the Cardano's extended UTXO and Ergo's extended UTXO?
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, a lot of similarities, right, about how the eUTXO model of Bitcoin is extended, right, in both. Ergo has some additional features which are not available in Cardano, but maybe they will be available in Gogen, so like data inputs. Well, I'm not so sure, but yeah, let's see. But yeah, as I said before, so smart contracts on Ergo, such as HUSD implementation in Ergo script and then Ergo DEX, so they will translate it into Bluetooth in a very straightforward way, as far as I know from developers.
Okay, thanks. So we covered the core principles, but I assume most ERG holders still have a question in their head. What is the value proposition of the native coin ERG? Why should people hold their ERGs? What will be the future valuation of ERG? Because there's also a notion of Babel fees. People will be able to make gas payments in other currencies. So what is the benefit of holding ERG if people can use Ergo blockchain without the need of having ERG?
Yeah, so even if you are paying fees in different tokens, then under the hood they
will be
exchanged into ERCs anyway, right? So, miners are getting ERCs, which is not enforced by the protocol, by the way. But storage rent, for example, is to be paid with ERCs only, right? And so to create eUTXO, you need for some amount of ERCs anyway. So some small amount, but still, right? And so also Ergo is proof of work cryptocurrency, right? So then like in Bitcoin, so there is some value, right, for ERCs being mined because some amount of resources in physical world were spent, right, to get them. Basically, the cost of energy, right, and also cost of hardware, so reflected, right, in ERC price somehow. Maybe not directly, right, like in Bitcoin. So there is some mining costs, but market cost is very different in short term, at least, right? But in long term, so mining cost is affecting the price. Okay. Also, like in Bitcoin, emission is limited, right? And emission will start to shrink soon, right? So. Yeah, and well, unlike many other cryptocurrencies, so there is strict need to pay ERCs for storage rent at least, right? And actually, ERC is also used in DeFi, right? So. For example, in stablecoin, there is currently more than 1 million ERC, I guess, locked, right? And I guess a lot of ERCs will be locked in liquidity pools, in Ergo DEX and so on, right? In lending protocols and so on. So then, it's like Bitcoin, but with some mandatory storage rent, and also a lot of ERCs locked in DeFi protocols, right? Well, so I can't conclude anything about pricing, right, based on that, but I guess with information provided, you can make your own conclusion.
Yeah, so but basically Babel fees is also denominated in ERG, and all the smart contract use will need ERG, such as AGST, ErgoDex staking, etc. So, and storage rent is strictly paid in ERG. So the tokenomics is there. And about that distribution, so in the forum you mentioned that you no longer accept payment from Ergo Foundation, and Foundation treasury allocation is also going to zero in the next 6 months because of the distribution. And it was around 10% in the first 2 years, and from now on there won't be any treasury allocation from the protocol. And you also said that in the same post, you will be working on Ergo at least until 2024. So there's at least you're seeing at least 3 years. So what do you expect during these times? What are the achievements that you foresee, and what should we expect from Ergo?
Oh, I see. So now there are some things to finish, like bootstrapping with eUTXO set snapshots, finishing Nipopo bootstrapping, right, improving peer-to-peer layer. So some things which are allowed by the protocol, but not done in the reference client. Okay, so then, yeah, I guess by that time, by 2024, yeah, well, crypto economic security of the protocol in the long term will be known, right, in case of any problems discovered, so it can be fixed via some soft fork. I guess, right. And with the long-term crypto economic security and clients being fully functional, right, in the long term. So with scalability improvements and so on, right? So then, yeah, I will be pretty sure that the protocol is survivable in the long term, even without me. So actually, I'm pretty sure that this is already the case, right? So I guess even in case of my disappearance or anything, the protocol will survive. But yeah, some time is needed to finish the thing started, to write specifications, to help with certain applications, to get feedback and so on. Right. So I mean, I'm pretty sure I will work for Ergo after 2024 also. Right. And actually, in regards with treasury and so on, so currently there are proposals in the community, and there are some whales donating money or proposing money, but sometimes we don't even know how to spend them and so on, right? So even without the treasury, we will continue, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, the treasury would be enough till 2024, 25, I guess. Right, maybe even later. So things are going quite well in regards with that. Right, so Ergo Foundation is just accelerating things where it's worth to accelerate them. And yeah, recently we have community explosion dependless on Ergo Foundation efforts, right? So still we need to spend money for some things like certain listings, right, and so on. So some listings are coming, and before 2024, we need to get on all the major exchanges, I guess, right? So we are getting on Ledger Wallet already. But yeah, I think it would be good to get on a couple of big wallets, right, in addition to wallets made by Ergo and also Ergo community, and so on, right? So, well, in conclusion, things are going well here. So yeah, we will have enough infrastructure to thrive after 2024 or treasury being spent, or well, any other moment in future.
Okay.
And that's the goal. That's actually the goal. So to be survivable in any environment, and to be unstoppable, uncensorable, right, and survivable in any environment, right, and to deliver value to people globally without, well, any conditions set by any players around the world. All right.
Right. Okay, thanks. So thank you for joining the interview. Are there any other things that you want to say, which you already mentioned a lot of things at the last, but or about Ergo or about blockchain space in general?
All right, so we're already talking for 1 hour and a half, so I guess
Yeah.
it's already quite long. So yeah, I would be happy to have another talk in coming months.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was very enlightening for me. It was very good to direct you the questions about Ergo, specifically about Ergo, about you in your personal standpoints in blockchain space, personal views. It was very good interview. Thank you a lot for joining.
Yeah, my pleasure.